Get ready, America, for this is the best of Destination Small Town, a Cluck TV production, featuring the shows that have taken Sweet Swine County by storm. The reality hit, The Real Housewives of Sweet Swine County, Sweet Swine's favorite music show, Backstage at the Commune, the tastefully done cooking segment, Cooking It Up with Betty, the always zany soap opera, As the Corn Grows, and of course, the wildly popular talk shows that share what's happening inside and outside Sweet Swine County. Which shows will you be seeing today? Stay tuned and find out right after the break.
Get ready, because now you can watch a full of fun daytime talk show that shares the latest and greatest news about the people, places, and events found all over our story country. The Women of Sweet Swine County, hosted by three sassy ladies that tell small town stories with big town attitude. Now on this station and the web.
This program has been made possible by the Swine Song Commune, where musicians, artists, and hippie types live together and share their passions. To learn more, visit the online magazine at sweetswinescoop.com. This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns, with the release of Poems I Wrote and More Poems I Wrote by Sweet Swine County's own Poet Laureate, Ronnie P. Silage. After serving as Poet Laureate of Sweet Swine County for over 20 years, Ronnie was encouraged to put his poetic masterpiece in book form for all to cherish and enjoy. With a wealth of life experiences to draw upon, Ronnie P. is a veritable pit of poetic musings and life lessons learned. Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit DestinationSmallTown.com.
Get ready for a website like no other. A website where you will find stories done by reporters, tourists, and celebrities from Sweet Swine County. Yes, I said Sweet Swine County. With nothing happening in their county, they decided to do some stories about the businesses and points of interest located in their neighboring towns and counties. Take a unique look at life inside the small towns of the Midwest by visiting DestinationSmallTown.com.
Welcome back to another exciting episode of As the Corn Grows. Today we join Prairie Ann as she unveils her new clothing line, and Garrett Dawson as he does his best to charm his way into Prairie Ann's heart.
My, Miss Prairie Ann, you sure are one fast-working designer.
Oh, Garrett, I know how excited you are about the launch of Dawson's Choice line.
That's right, Miss Prairie Ann. Just the thought of you working your beautiful little fingers to the bone on my account, why, it's a crying shame. That's what it is. It's a crying shame.
Oh, Garrett, I love you. I love the smell of your clothes. I'm a professional designer.
Well, you can't blame a fellow for being mesmerized by your designs.
I know. I don't know what's wrong with me, Garrett.
Absolutely nothing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you, Miss Prairie Ann. And I can't wait another minute to see your designs.
And you shouldn't have to. Your first design is waiting for you in dressing room number 1. Prairie Ann's Giddy Up Boutique. Let me put a little giddy up in your wardrobe. Ronnie, is that you? No, Ronnie, I don't have time for you to read me one of your poems. Garrett Dawson is in the dressing room. Yeah, I heard about your windfall. I don't know, maybe write another book. Ronnie, please, I really have to go. Bye.
Hi, I'm Garrett Dawson.
Do you think it's too dark?
I love it. Love it, Prairie Ann. Absolutely.
I would walk the line for you, Garrett.
You know, I think this look could be a real cash cow.
Oh, Garrett, I can't wait for you to see the next one. The next design is in dressing room number 2. Prairie Ann's Giddy Up Boutique. Let me put a little giddy up in your wardrobe. Ronnie, stop calling me. I have a client. Garrett Dawson is still here, yes. No, I am not free for lunch. Ronnie, goodbye.
You are a genius, Prairie Ann.
You're not just saying that, Garrett. Do you really like it?
Like it? I love it.
You know, when I saw you standing there, it just exceeded my wildest expectations. Oh, let it be. And Garrett, I have saved the best for last. It's in room 3. Ronnie P. Silage, stop calling me. I'm going to call Officer Dave and have him get a restraining order against you. Oh, Mrs. Swanson, I'm sorry. Ronnie just won't stop calling me. And I've got a client. Garrett Dawson is here. And ooh, he loves the line. We'll have to talk about the Giddy Up grand opening later, Mrs. Swanson. Goodbye.
Why, Prairie Ann, I think you've really gone and done it. Why, the moment I put this on, my knees got weak and my heart started to flutter and I was all shook up.
You don't think it's too retro, do you? I could get you some blue suede shoes.
No, but actually it does kind of make me want to book a flight to Vegas.
What, Daisy May, my little sis. Ugh, giddy up.
Prairie Ann.
Garrett!
Priscilla?
Okay, Prairie Ann, talk to you at 3.
Prairie Ann?
Yes, I was talking to Prairie Ann. And Ronnie, if you keep calling her, she is going to talk to Officer Dave, and he's going to come by and talk to you.
Oh, she's such a joker. I just love that about her. You would always joke, you know, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up.
Well, okay, what did you want?
Oh, well, Mrs. Swanson, you may or may not have heard that I have come into a substantial fortune.
I saw it in the paper.
Yes, well, now, as a man of means, I want to put my money to work.
Ronnie, if you just came over here to gloat about your windfall, I've got pies to make.
Oh, no, Mrs. Swanson, I want to invest in you.
Me?
Yes, I want to take your collection of hot dish recipes and take them to the people.
Well, okay. When's your party?
No party. What I want to do is start a whole line of frozen entrees called Mrs. Swanson's Comfort Food.
Well, Ronnie Silage, you do have a brain under that hat.
Yes, I've always had a good brain under my cap, but the first thing I think we need to launch is hot dish on a stick.
Hot dish on a stick?
Yes, we'll reach a whole new market.
Do you know how hot dish works?
Oh, yes, but it came to me in the desert, and I had a burning hunger for some Minnesota down-home cooking, and I thought if I ever came into any money, I was going to invest and build a food processing plant.
Hot dish won't stick on a stick, Sparky.
Oh, yes, it will. Think big. We compress all the hot dish goodness into a tube, and then we push it up with a stick. McDougal's Burgers is just going to be green with envy when they see our patent.
Did you have a heat stroke in the desert?
Listen to this. People are driving down the great interstate, and they get a hunger. They need to eat, but they don't want to choke down another cheeseburger. What do?
I'd eat at home before I left.
That's you, Mrs. Swanson. But what about John Q. Public? John Q. Public is driving down the interstate, gets hungry, and sees the sign. And they pull into Hotties.
Hotties?
Hotties, yes, the next big thing in fast food. They pull into Hotties, and instead, there's no fried food. It's not cold, it's good. Stick to the ribs, Mrs. Swanson's hot dish.
You may have something there, Ronnie.
Oh, yes, we do. And I've taken upon myself to get a contract, and we're going to do a photo shoot on Tuesday.
Photo shoot?
Yes, a photo shoot, because we're gonna have your mug on every box.
I like the way you're thinking.
Oh!
Sign!
What you doing, Big John?
I'm going through the mail before I leave for Iowa this afternoon.
Can I help?
Oh, yeah, here, sure, you can open that one.
Oh, it's a chicken pluckers convention.
Gee, that. Don't let Miss Minnie see that. I don't need her knowing I'm leaving.
Why don't you just tell her that you're going?
It's a long story.
Can I go?
To the convention?
Yeah. Must bring break from school.
Well, I guess. Why not? She wouldn't be so suspicious if you went along with me. Sure, why not? Tell you what, go get your bags packed. We're leaving soon. Dear Minnie, I took little John with me to the Chicken Pluckers convention. Sorry I didn't tell you I was going, but I know how upset you get. See you in 5 days. Love, Johnny. Let's go, little John. Time's a-wasting. Knock, knock. Y'all home? Anybody here? Anybody around? Hello? Anybody home? Well, so Big Brother's out of town for a few days. Isn't that perfect timing?
Oh, that doesn't sound very good. What does Sweet Swine visitor Daniel Beauregard Lee have up his sleeve? Find out after the break. Get ready, because now you can see a late-night talk show filmed in front of a discerning yet agreeable studio audience. Split Hoof tonight. Cousin John and his incomparable sidekick, Earl Silo, interview a roster of guests who make appearances that you won't want to miss. Now on this station and the web.
This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publication, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swinetail Publications is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns with the release of My Slow Descent from Hollywood to KLUK TV by Sergio Furlione. Born in Italy, he immigrated to the United States early in his career. With over a dozen films to his credit, Hollywood readily embraced his directional style. Within a year, he was working on a monumental project with some of the top talent in the business. With 2 Oscars for direction under his belt and more than a few starlets on his arm, he experienced an unparalleled degree of success. After his second marriage to the darling of the silver screen ended, he found himself searching for the meaning in life. Then, after a series of unfulfilling love affairs, he met and married the love of his life, only to have happiness slip through his fingers when his wife was forced to enter the witness protection program during their honeymoon in Paris. It was this event that would change his career and his life path forever. Leaving the bright lights of Hollywood behind him, he found himself moving to Sweet Swine County to work as the creative director for a small market station, KLUK-TV. Each of these towns are being considered for a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns, visit destinationsmalltown.com.
Welcome back to As the Corn Grows. Now, we join Ronnie as he supervises Mrs. Swanson's photo shoot with world-renowned photographer Daisy May at KLUK Studio. Mrs. Swanson, I want you to meet Prairie Ann's little sister, Daisy May!
Why, Prairie Ann, I didn't know she had a little sister.
Not surprising. She's always been jealous of my success. I moved out of Sweet Swine, found fame and fortune, and she hasn't.
Well, you see, Daisy May is the famous photographer to the stars!
Ooh, photographer to the stars.
That's what I said! Well, Daisy May, this is Mrs. Swanson, who's soon to be the famous Hot Dish Queen!
Hot Dish Queen.
That's right. So, we need mighty good photos of her so we can put her on all of our packages, our billboards, our newspaper ads.
It's been quite a while since I've done any modeling.
Oh, don't you fret your pretty little head about it. Why, it's just like riding a bicycle. Once you learn how, you never really forget.
Are you gonna be wearing that?
What do you mean that?
Well, you're not gonna be posing for Cosmo, for crying out loud. We're trying to sell comfort food, We wanna sell hot dish like Mama made.
Well, I'm not going to wear anything that your mama would have made because she is colorblind.
Your wardrobe is in dressing room A, alrighty? Now, Prairie Ann, help me get it together.
Oh, Prairie Ann? Oh, this should be good.
Now you get back there and you change into your official Mrs. Swanson clothes. Carolyn's here and she's got to do something with your hair.
What with my hair?
Just never mind. Now, Carolyn's waiting and Daisy May works by the hour, so hop to it.
Oh, you take your time, Mrs. Swanson. I have some lights to set up, and that'll give me and Ronnie a chance to catch up.
Hello there, stranger. My name is Daniel Beauregard Lee.
Jimmy Smith, stranger. Say, you look awful familiar.
Well, it's quite possible you know my big brother. You know him as Cousin John.
That's it! It's amazing. Put a flannel shirt on you and a pair of suspenders and, why, you're a spitting image of him.
Well, I should be. We're identical twins. In fact, we're triplets. Say, what type of business you in there, Mr. Smith?
Jimmy. Just call me Jimmy. I work for Clem Johnson down there at the feed store.
So, out of the bank robbing business there, Willie, and gone legit?
Excuse me? I think you got me confused with somebody else.
No. Willie, I know exactly who you are. And let me tell you what, Big Louie is not happy with you.
I can't believe you want me to wear this.
Now, Mrs. Swanson, we're going for an image.
Image?
Yes, an image. We want to appeal to the masses. We want people to believe that the hot dishes you make are as good as any their granny made.
Granny?
Mama, what their mama made, okay?
Ronnie's right, Mrs. Swanson. It's all about marketing and image.
Yes, Nike's got the swoosh, Target's got the bullseye, and I got you.
And I am beginning to regret I signed that contract.
Pish posh, Mrs. Swanson, keep your eye on the prize. Daisy May here is gonna take plain old Mrs. Swanson and turn her into the hot dish queen.
Well, plain old Mrs. Swanson is certainly getting sick of Ronnie P. silage.
Mrs. Swanson, why don't we get started, and Ronnie will wait quietly over there.
But
Ronnie, please, over there.
Oh, all right.
Well, do I have to look like a tablecloth?
A tablecloth?
Ronnie! Mrs. Swanson, you do not look like a tablecloth. You look like a woman whom I would trust. I would buy your hot dish, and I would serve it to my family, if I had a family.
A pretty little thing like you, you're not married?
Married to my work.
Ronnie P. Silage, she's not married.
Oh, it boggles the mind.
A little to the left, Mrs. Swanson. Well, it's not that I don't want to get married. It's just that I've never found the right man.
Well, I'd better go get dressed. The people are going to start coming any minute. You have done a wonderful job with the place. Everything looks perfect.
Well, thank you. I've just been baking all day.
And you are a genius. So what's this I hear about you and Ronnie Silage?
Well, we're going into business together.
You're going to what? When did that happen?
About 2 weeks ago.
Give me the details. Giddy up.
Well, Ronnie and I are going to go together and create a product that is hot dish on a stick.
Mrs. Swanson, don't you and Ronnie know that hot dish won't stick on a stick?
Oh, I know, but you know Ronnie.
So you just went with it anyway?
Well, yes, I've already had my first photo shoot.
Huh?
With your sister.
Daisy May?
Yeah, your sister, Daisy May.
Well, Mrs. Swanson, you know as well as I do, you can't pick your relatives.
What was that?
Oh my goodness, Mrs. Swanson! It's Elmer Plow.
Where?
Look, he's parking across the street. When did he get back in town?
Big Louie? You know Big Louie?
Willie. Big Louie and I have been tight for many, many years. In fact, he's so angry at you, he's got a contract out on you.
A contract? You're not here to...
Kill you? No. If I was here to kill you, you'd be dead already. I got a little job I need you to do for me.
I'm out of the business. So, if I do anything illegal, I'm going to the state pen.
Cut the crap, Odom. Either you do this for me, or I make a phone call in about 1 minute to Big Louie.
All right. So what's the big plan?
Well, let me tell you what we're gonna do.
Hello, Prairie Ann.
Oh, Elmer! Oh, Elmer, we've missed you so much.
Yeah, I bet you have. You were real concerned when I called you. I needed your help.
Oh, Elmer, you're still not pouting about that, are you?
I needed your help, Prairie Ann, to get out of there, and every time I would call you, all you could talk about is Richard Dawson.
Oh, Elmer, it's Garrett Dawson. Garrett Dawson, the megastar.
Dawson Schmawson. All I know is I needed your help. I could have died over there.
Elmer, stop overreacting. I've got some networking to do. Betty Thompson, yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo, Betty!
Well, if it isn't Elmer Plow back from Siberia.
Yeah, and if you had your way, I'd have turned into a Russian popsicle.
Oh, Elmer, please. That's not the case at all. You are a big boy. Now listen, I've been seeing Dr. Cornell and he says that I am a woman of substance and that any man would be very lucky to date me.
That's right. He's right.
Well, okay then. I have some friends I have to go see.
She told you, big guy! So has it really been 6 months?
Oh, not quite, Ronnie. 5 months, 3 weeks, 2 days, 15 hours. Almost 6 months. I was starting to miss my mom's cooking, Sweet Swine County, and even you, Ronnie.
Oh, you missed more than that.
Really? Like what?
Well, for starters, okay? Now, there's Mrs. Swanson, who actually happens to be Cousin John's actual real mother. Seems, unbeknownst to her and the whole world, she had triplets. Wow, pity the world. Cousin John has 2 identical brothers. Yeah. One is Boris, Natasha's half-brother, okay? And then there's Daniel. He's a Southerner. He's from the South. He's got 72 car dealerships all across the Deep South.
Hold it. Mrs. Swanson had triplets, and she didn't know it?
Apparently that's the case. Oh yeah, now there's also Willie Odom. Willie Odom, okay? He turned state's witness, so they put him in the witness protection program right here in Sweet Swine County.
You mean Willie Odom robs a bank here, Cousin John's bank in Sweet Swine County, and they put him in the witness protection program here?
Well, budgetary cuts, okay? So they couldn't afford to take him anywhere else. So he's right here, yeah. Now, there's Katie. Katie's been seen all over Sweet Swine County dining up with old Dr. Cornell.
Hold it. You mean to tell me she's dating her therapist? You can't do that.
Apparently they can. Oh. And Miss Katie and I, we got to split the $200,000 reward after catching Willie and the gang. $200,000. So I am now a food mogul.
Okay, I gotta ask, what kind of food mogul?
Well, Mrs. Swanson and I are partners now in creating a brand new frozen comfort food empire. Our first project, hot dish on a stick.
Hot dish on a stick. Are you some kind of turbocharged nitwit, Ronnie?
No, I'm just trying to use my mind to its full potential, of course. So, the sad news is... Prairie Ann is dating Garrett Dawson, that fly-by-night singer. You know he's gonna be a heartbreaker for that gal.
Not Richard Dawson.
No, Garrett Dawson.
The singer. Yeah.
Rock.
Okay, yeah, I've heard all about Garrett Dawson. You leave Sweet Swine County for a couple of weeks, and the whole world gets turned upside down.
Oh, sure is, big guy, sure is. Now, hey, did you see Natasha when you were in Russia?
No, I was a little busy staying warm in my little hut with the 100-watt space heater.
Don't blink or you just might miss something. Will Ronnie ever stop talking long enough for Elmer to get a word in edgewise? Find out next time on As the Corn Grows.
Who are these people and what are they doing? Well, they're talk show hosts, tourists, celebrities, and reporters from your neighboring county of Sweet Swine. Yes, I said Sweet Swine County, and they're sharing what they've learned about the businesses and points of interest in the small towns of the Midwest. Learn all that they learned on DestinationSmallTown.com.
This program is made possible in part by Swine Tales Publications, the proud publisher of Sweet Swine County maps and plat books, now publishing authors from throughout Sweet Swine County. Swine Tales Publication is now making plans for their next book tour, and they may be held in these small towns with the release of The Sweet Swine Diaries, a collection of unauthorized biographies by Cassidy Davis, featuring a riveting collection of the exotic, neurotic, chaotic, and even psychotic stories about the lives of the Sweet Swine County ladies. Miss Davis is quoted as saying, "I have never seen so many single women with so many problems in my life. Enjoy." Each of these towns and their businesses are being considered to hold a book signing because of the information found on the best source about small towns of the Midwest. To learn about these towns and their businesses, visit DestinationSmallTown.com.
The lifestyles led in the small towns and counties of the Midwest are like no other. But we seldom hear about the points of interest and businesses located in these towns. Well, there's one TV station that's made it their mission to make sure the stories of the small towns of the Midwest are told, Cluck TV. That's right, Cluck TV, located in the neighboring county of Sweet Swine. See all the towns that are covered on KLUKTV.com.